I believe very strongly in high integrity, in honor, and I've taken it into my life and throughout my career. My dad was born of Swedish parents. Unfortunately, both his parents died before the age of 14, so he only had a 8th grade education. My mother had a similar background. She was an orphan in an orphanage for many years. Both of them were wonderful, loving parents. We grew up in humble surroundings. This is in the early 40s during the war. We had gas rationing. We had one radio in the house. My dad was insisting. He said, no, you're going to want to go to West Point. And he said, you're never going to regret that. I went to West Point. There was a 3-year active duty commitment. Shortly before my 3 years were up, my dad had had a severe heart attack. I had just been transferred to Europe, and he says, no, you need to come home. And he had an interest in a small company in St. Paul. First week I'm back, he says, well, why don't you go over there, spend a couple weeks, get to know the people, and just see what they're doing. Shortly after I was there, the manager there threw his pencil box across the room, and he says, I quit. You ask too many questions, and I suspect you're going to end up running this place. I called my dad right away, and he says, well, okay, then you run it. That was my 10 days into my corporate life. I'm managing this very small company. And that company was named Asbestos Products Incorporated, and that's where the API comes from today. Over a period of 50 years, we've grown the business to in excess of $2 billion in sales from where it started. I love America. I love our servicemen and women. Faith, hope, background, remembering that your integrity is something that you're born with but can be lost very easily. So you have to maintain that high ground.